There it is. So I adjusted the quantity size. Still looking very bullish. I'm gonna go ahead and enter this order. There it is. So I'm up 7%. And still a lot of buyers there on the bid. Still looking very bullish. But like I said, this is about knowing when to get in and when to get out, what to look for to get to actually buy and execute orders, and just getting those base hits. Like this one's still going up, but you see that negative pressure coming down. There might be some short sellers stepping in, like that 25,000 right there. That's a short seller, so it's gonna want to dip. It's a lot higher than the ones here. It's 10,000 right there. So as it absorbs, it starts to go down, and that's the way that it works. So right now there's a lot of short sellers stepping up, 21,000, 10,000. So they're trying to take over what's happening here, and I'm basically, so I made what, like $4, 7%, which is really good. Once we start upping the position size, then we're gonna start to see more gains. Right now it's just base hits to test everything that I learned on the paper simulator, and getting the experience on the real live account. So this is what it looks like today. This is the calendar, and these are all my greens that I've gotten for this month, which are really good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 versus four reds. So I mean, that's what I want to see, and I keep them a lot smaller than my winners. Keep the losers smaller, and there it is. This is part of the game. It's about growing your account, and little by little, you start with $20. You have to be able to manage those $20 and not lose them and grow the account. Once you start stepping up, like right here, see, I'm going to show you how this is going. So 280, the big loser there, that guy there. But as you start seeing, they start decreasing, so they start getting smaller, they start getting smaller and smaller. 48, 14, 13, 5 cents, 2 cents, all right, break even. And then my winners start coming in, 3 cents, start getting bigger, 3 cents, 14, 31, 74, 119, 150, 351, 438. So that's what I want to see on this journey here, that I'm able to manage the 20, the 60, then manage 100, and keep it above that, even if you lose, because you're going to have red days no matter what. That's what trading's about. But you got to have, your risk management ready to go, your stop loss ready to go, everything ready to execute, and that's what it looks like right now. On a cash account, you're just going to be able to use, whatever you have in there, and for me, it's just, I started with 20 and then I added 40 more. So it's $60 that I'm managing right now. And those are all the base hits before you start adding to real, bigger sizes, when you start taking bigger risk, but you have to be able to manage small accounts. If you can't make money on a simulator yet, you have to keep practicing. It took me like 8 months, 7 months, 6 months of simulating, like 6, 7, 8 months of the paper simulator, and everything else that I was looking at, videos, tutorials, podcasts, and then practicing here on the sim. And then I felt confident. I said, well, now let's switch it over to live trading. And these are the same results that I had gotten when I first started live trading, paper trading. And then I started seeing these results, the same thing I'm seeing now on the paper simulator. So what gives me the edge is that, I learned from all these guys here on YouTube is exactly what to look for, what stocks to look for. And in the small cap world, everything that we've been talking about the float, in the cold market, 10 mil, from 1 to 10 mil. On a hot market, it could be different, up to 20 mil, free float, available to share, shares available to trade. So once you stopped out and you have unsettled cash, it'll tell you that right there on this Weepo platform. So that's it. That's all you can do for today. You don't have to overtrade. We're trying to work the system so that you can grow consistency, and that's just what it's about, like today there's Adagio Medical. This is what it looked like, and this is what you want to see on your live account. You want to buy. Some of them are going to be like losers. They're not all winners, but most of them were today. So I bought here 10 at $1 a share, $4.99. I sold it at $1.55. So it always has to go higher, 1.65, and sell it higher. 70, 76. I bought that. So bought it here, sold there, buy here, sold there. So to me, this was a really good trade, very successful. And you just add it up, if you're trading with bigger sizes, $4.38, with 1,000 shares times, whatever you made difference here, that added up to $4.38. So cents on the dollar plus whatever you buy, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 shares, that's what you're gonna gain. And they're pretty good gains, $800, $1,000, starting with small shares. But it's very important that you just take it slow, practice on a simulator, don't put real money on the line. It's not worth losing your real money, if you're just jumping into live trading, because there is a lot to learn, but it's definitely worth the journey. So there you have it. I'm going to do a recap on this, and then I'm going to upload them to the channel, and this is how it's going. So there it is.